A man was left dying on the tracks in West Bengal's Jalpaiguri after he lost both his legs when he accidentally fell off a speeding train. In a shameful incident, no one offered him any help. Rather, they clicked pictures and watched him groan in pain. He was left unattended on the tracks for over 2 hours. Railway personnel and GRP stood there and did nothing. The man was shifted to a hospital in a subconscious state and his condition is now extremely critical. So this is a bit of a shocker from West Bengal. This incident took place in Jalpaiguri. A person fell off a speeding train and he was run over. He lost both his legs. Even as he was crying in pain, absolutely nobody came to rescue him from that situation. He is currently recuperating in a government hospital. And of course, at this point in time, his condition is said to be critical. Those are the pictures coming to you from the location. What is even more shocking is that there were a lot of onlookers on the spot who did not try to help him while he needed immediate medical attention. Tamal Saha joining us on the phone line. Tamal, first of all, for something like this to happen, a person to fall off a speeding train itself is shocking. And then we understand that there was no immediate medical help that came to this man. And what is his condition now?
What you're picking up from our sources, that man was left lying on the tracks for over 2 hours. His condition is still very critical. He's admitted to a government hospital and then taken to a private hospital. And it took a trust to come down to the station and pick this man up almost 2 hours later, because even though the man was lying very next to the platform, which is essentially a railway station, nobody from the station, no GRP people came and rescued this man. In fact, in the video which has been shot by one of the passengers, it is clearly visible two people whose trousers are visible, that they are in uniform. And Jalpaiguri being in the North Bengal area, the GRP people do wear such trousers. So they were there at the very spot, and they were locals as well. And they all saw the man literally groaning in pain, in excruciating pain, in a very subconscious state. Yet no one cared to pick him up and rush him to any hospital. So at the moment, there is no accountability which has been fixed. Nobody has claimed responsibility of absolute apathy. But then a blame game has begun as whether passengers should have better civic sense and passengers should have had more heart than GRP people, or whether they should have waited for GRP people to have taken initiative.
No, but GRP is directly responsible for safety and security of passengers. The railway personnel, it is incumbent upon them. If an onlooker is not helping out, that is just ethics. But when it comes to the railway officials, it's their bounden duty, Tamal. So has any action been taken against those officers? They must be pulled up for dereliction of duty.
Absolutely, but no action has been taken against anyone. In fact, the sequence of video clearly shows how people had to barge into the railway officer's room, and in a very agitated manner, they tried charging upon the officers who were there in that room with one question: is how long will it take for an ambulance to come, and for how long will the man be waiting for some assistance? So there had been some situation that had emerged at the railway officer's room inside, where people had even tried encountering this man and questioning him for his absolute apathy. At the moment, no action has been taken, but the man is still alive. He's still critical, but the doctors are saying that he is responding to the treatment.
2 hours this person is lying on the tracks, receiving no assistance either from co-passengers or from the railway personnel. That's the story here. Tamal is reporting from Jalpaiguri. Many thanks for joining us.